Emmanuel Macron was criticized by EU insiders during Brexit negotiations after the French president took a tough stance against the UK. President Macron adopted a hardened stance during Brexit negotiations, often warning the EU could force the UK into a no-deal scenario. There was very little appetite for a hard Brexit within the EU, as became apparent when Mr. Macron became isolated during a summit with EU leaders. In April 2019, then Prime Minister Theresa May was in talks with the EU over an extension to talks as she struggled to get a deal through Parliament. Mr. Macron had pushed for an extension, as short as possible, while other EU leaders were eager to avoid the impacts of a clean break with the UK. This included leaders from Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands, Spain, Portugal, Denmark and the other countries most exposed to the risks of Brexit. The stance led to anger from German officials who were said to be very irritated with Mr. Macron. One EU diplomat told The Telegraph of Mr. Macron, "You could say we are trying to build him a ladder so he can climb out of the hole he has dug himself in." Another was fearful that the French president could try to veto an extension to talks, adding, "A wounded French president can be dangerous." Mr. Macron was also at the center of Brexit division in the EU as he threatened to veto the trade deal. He was warned in December that he was playing a dangerous game. Mr. Macron's Europe minister said at the time, "We have to prepare for a risk of no deal, but this is not what we want. I still hope that we can have an agreement, but we will not accept a bad deal for France." Fast forward to January 1, 2021, Mr. Macron still had critical words for the UK as the Brexit trade deal was implemented. When the deal was eventually secured, the French president claimed Brexit was built on lies. He said, "The United Kingdom remains our neighbor, but also our friend and ally. This choice to leave Europe, this Brexit, was the child of the European malaise and of many lies and false promises." Recent tensions between the EU and UK have come as a result of restrictions on British exports of shellfish to the bloc. Brussels has told British fishermen they are barred indefinitely from selling live mussels, oysters, clams and cockles to EU member states. The shellfish can be transported to Europe, but only if they have been treated in purification plants. The move, combined with the new bureaucracy of exporting into Europe as a result of Brexit, has left many fishermen and business owners in a difficult position.